Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Quads has been running around this community like a crazy person, sucking up all the clout that he possibly can, and trying to use every big YouTuber's name in this drone community to grow clout and try to get ahead in this community by being found by everyone. So, the man wants to debate XJet on a live debate. So I am opening the floor for this man to come in tonight and have a debate with me and see where he ends up. He is somebody who likes to use big college educated words to try to seem intelligent and loves to play board games in his spare time, apparently. So I shall crack this brew and we shall wait and see if he answers the call from Dan, because I am the king of controversy and I have no problem debating anyone on anything. I'm not hiding from anyone. I have no reason to. Bring your ass in here, sir, and let us commit to this debate for the ages. Let us make this for the posterity of all, for the future. What do you say? Come on in, Dr. Quads. Let us see where you stand on things. I can't wait. I can't wait. This guy keeps acting like he wants to pick and prod at the entire community. I really hope he comes in here and answers this. I want him to. I really do. That is a good brew. Well, while we were waiting, I did. I've been downloading games on the world's smallest Game Boy that they make with a 1 centimeter inch screen. You guys have not seen this. This is the craziest thing ever. It is totally playable. I have been installing a lot of games on it. It is so tiny. It is just so minuscule, but totally playable. I spent all day. I'm actually building a few games for it. I'm rewriting one of the original Mario games for it right now using Python. So that's fun when I am done with that. For those of you guys that did purchase the Thumby Micro Game Boy, um, Edge, I really don't know what he is, bro. I don't know what he is. Matter of fact, Sean, I will invite you in here if you would like to come in, Sean. I will even create an open panel for him to come in and discuss things. But if he does pop in and would like a singular discussion with one person to have a go, I am that guy. I have nothing to gain and nothing to lose. I am the worst opponent to have in a debate because I am not professional, nor am I trying to be. I am just fucking Dan, the king of controversy, and I do love me a good diehard debate with somebody who thinks they're super duper intelligent. Bring it on, sir. Show me what you got. I am that guy. I will answer the call. Let's have some fun. Come on. This is fun, right? Yay. If you want to come in, Sean, feel free. Same thing with you, Brad. Feel free, man. It is an open link. Andrew, it's good to see you, buddy. Go back and answer some of these. So we got 8 people in here right now. We're waiting to see if Dr. Quads is going to take this open debate. I hope he does. I hope he comes in here and shows his ass. This will be fun. It's been going after Dobo and XJet and fucking Josh Bardwell and Bot Grinder now for a week. I have no problem tearing into his ass a little bit. It will be a good time. Let's have some fucking fun. What do you say? Ooh, Sad Keanu. Sad Keanu looks sadder and sadder every time I pull out Sad Keanu. By the way, thank you, Night Train, for printing me sad John Wick sitting on a bench. This is the best thing ever. All of you need a sad John Wick. You all need one of these. And there's so much detail too. He has a tie and a suit. You can see his face real easy. It's crazy. Let's see if I can get this to focus. There we go. Yeah, tons of detail. Whole facial structure of Keanu Reeves and everything. Nuts. A lot of detail in this thing. Y'all need a sad John Wick. All of you. Y'all need one, man. Get you someone. Get you one. I don't want to go too crazy and start yelling at the microphone and sound like Philly drone. Life. Sorry, had to calm down there. I almost had a heart attack. Baba Yaga. You got it, Bradley, the boogeyman. And actually, he's not even the boogeyman. He's the guy you send to kill the boogeyman. A fucking pencil. Who the fuck does that? That movie has so many great one-liners. It really does. It's such an amazing movie. So y'all need to be rooting on Dr. Quads. Go over to his channel, drop a comment, be like, open debate. iFixit says he wants to kick your ass around this fucking, this interwebs tonight and spill your guts a little bit and see what you're made of. So let's have this debate. I want to. And if all else fails, I'll send Bradley over there with this fucking amazing taser that I just found on my table. Oh, shit. Winning. There you go, Brad. You can go taser him in his ass. That'll be fun. It'll be a good time. Is this version of Zen Dan a lot more fun? I'm an exciting guy. What can I say? I'm really just gonna sit here for a bit until this brewski's done and see if we can get Dr. Quads to come in here for this debate that he keeps trying to have with the entire community. The entire community. He wants to have it with the entire community. And if he doesn't show up here, that just tells me that all he's doing is chasing clout with big YouTubers to try to get noticed. That's what this is. If he doesn't come, because I know somebody's sharing this with him, somebody right now is sharing this with him. And if he chooses not to come here, that tells me one thing about this man. All he cares about is debating a big YouTuber to get noticed. That's it. That's all he cares about. So I invite you, sir. Bring your big vocabulary my way. Let us see what you are made of. It shall be a duel to the end, sir. I shall take off my glove and slap you once across the face, and we shall dish out the glove slaps until one of us is not standing anymore. There you go, Brad. I'm really surprised Mike doesn't want to come in here. Or Ed. Oh, you know what? I should probably send Justin a link too. Be like, bitch, get your ass in here, boy. I know he's probably playing stupid Bertha right now. He's online. You know he's on GTA 5 right now playing Bertha. That's what he's doing. Let me send him a link real quick. Oh god, that burp was amazing. Tasted like a second dose of Taco Bell. That's incredible. All right, let's see. Oh, your thoughts on the Facebook. The Facebook media. Whoa! There's that asshole. Look at that. I didn't even have to say much, and he just popped the fuck up. Look at it. His ears are burning. I can tell already.
What's up?
Man. Oh
What you
god,
up to?
send you an invite. Look at that. I just opened Facebook for no reason. All that good stuff.
I was actually gonna go live with Tim, but he can jump over here when he gets home.
There you go. I really, dude, I want Dr. Quad. I've been wanting to just fucking what did he say? What was the words he used? Eviscerate. I've been wanting to eviscerate this
Eviscerate.
man's thought process. I've been fucking just waiting for this dude to step out of his little box and come to my world. Please come to my fucking world, bro. I want to go Goku Saiyan on your ass, bro.
I'm kind of wondering how the fuck he even live streamed out of China. Isn't their internet like all controlled and shit?
Well, I guess. Well, we're talking about a little tech nerdy guy, bro. I'm sure he's figured out a way to bypass some certain things.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
be
but you
like,
might be right about that. Matter of fact, that's what Google is for. Fucking Google. All right.
yeah, because I was under the understanding they couldn't even get on YouTube there, unless he's using some kind of VPN or something. But I wouldn't be broadcasting that I'm living in China, being on the fucking YouTube.
You see what happened with him in Beta Flight, bro?
No, what happened?
Oh, you're right, dude. Okay, so China on YouTube not allowed. Since YouTube is blocked in China, you will need to use a reputable China VPN service to bypass censorship and access YouTube in China. We recommend ExpressVPN as the fastest, most reliable VPN for China. Well, there you go. There you go. Motherfuckers illegally doing shit. Now I'm gonna get your ass shut the fuck down if you don't come in here and fucking
He's gonna end up
me.
in a concentration camp.
He's already got Beta Flight. Sugar from I think it's Sugar from Beta Flight just threatened him and his family, bro, and all this other stuff, bro. It's crazy. How do you get How do you piss off the developer of Betaflight enough to like be like, bitch, if you don't stop, I'm gonna tell all the Chinese manufacturer to stop fucking with you, Dr. Quads. Like, how do you get red banned from Betaflight, an open source dev production? How the fuck do you get kicked off of something like that? I
Well,
gotta
I don't
know.
know.
I feel like I need to know the answer to this.
Was he bashing him or something on a live stream?
That's all he does. He just goes in and like expresses his crazy ass opinions on people.
Well, we
Like
would be able to go back and watch, but he deletes everything.
no, yeah, that's what he thinks. I download everything as soon as it's done, so I have a copy of everything, man. My hard drive's getting very full with Dr. Quad's crazy ass content, and it is funny as fuck. Just wait till you see the chop I got coming on some of that shit, bro. This man is going to hate me. I shall eviscerate his channel.
What's up, Andrew, Brad, Sean? How's
Oh
it going?
God. So yeah, so while we wait on Dr. Quads to put his big boy britches on and take off those suspenders and bring his ass in here, what's going on with you, bro?
Not much. I
You know what?
got all the kids out of the house.
I should invite Dobo on here right now. Should I send a link to Dobo?
Why not?
This is one way to get this tool to get out of the woodwork, bro, would be to get Dobo in here. Let me send him a YouTube or a Facebook thing real quick. All right.
All right, Tim just got home, so I sent him a message. I said, come on to Dan's channel.
Yeah, there you go. Oops. Did I just have it? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I didn't have the energy to start my own live anyway.
All right. Oh, really? You're that bummed out, huh?
No, I was just, it was a good day today. All the kids are off at camp for the next week and a half.
Oh,
So,
nice. You got the whole place to yourself then.
Yep, just me and Sarah. That's it.
All right. I don't know if he can jump on. Oops. Allow. Okay. Let me send this link to Dobo real quick. Bro, I'm telling you right now. Oh, shit. Andrew. Oh, wow. I haven't seen Andrew in forever. Dude, you're looking good, bro. What's up?
Thank you.
How you feeling?
Not a lot. Well, I'm surviving.
Surviving. That's good.
You know, with this cost of living and all that kind of crap that's going on.
Yeah, well, same thing here, bro. Cost of living went fucking skyrocketed over here, bro. It's nuts.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. It's hurting everybody.
Mm-hmm. I can't even sell motorcycles, bro, and I've got them way under market value, dude. Nobody's buying shit right now. It's crazy. Let me.
I thought there was a place in here to copy a link. I was gonna send a link to Tim.
Oh yeah, here I'll drop the link in the. You want it in private?
You can just send it to Tim, or if you want in Messenger.
Man, fuck! You're making me do more work, bitch.
It's all good on my side. It's all good on my side.
Is it all good? Yeah, you're good, man. All right, Tim Jackson sent. Let's see if we can get Dobo in here. I doubt he will, but he just got home, man. He said he had a busy ass day.
Should see me. I've got right belly on me now. Got right belly on me.
Oh, did you end up going back and watching that other live stream I was talking?
Do what now? You know, I did, but I did, but I got tired of looking. I really did. I got tired of looking for it. I sat there forever. You're like, go back to the beginning. So I started all the way at the beginning and went all the way until you jumped in. I heard part of it. I was like, I don't know where the joke came in. Maybe I missed it. I don't fucking know.
I know I'm a little bit short on all this.
What's up, Tim?
But the point, Daniel, yeah. Right. So the point is why I see things from, your perspective of this conversation is that I see exactly the same as you. Now, I'm in the UK, and the problem is we've got this journalist. It doesn't matter whether I say his name or not. Right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right, just Geek Spanner, right, yeah. Who cares? That guy puts out a video every single day,
Mhm.
every time, right? Somebody posts a video. That's how it feels to me. And then it makes me question myself. Is he making a video about my video?
Oh, are you talking about Geeksvana?
Yeah.
Uh,
Are you
Sean
saying
would come to you. Sean would come to you first, Andrew.
Is the guy with the X jet and the others?
Well, I know Geeksvana. I'm not a fan of. Like, we're not friends. I don't talk to him.
Well,
Matter of fact, the first time I met him, I was not a fan.
Well, X jet is from America, right?
no,
I thought he was from Scotland.
no,
New
he's from
Zealand.
Netherlands.
New
Okay,
Zealand.
there you go.
New
Netherlands.
Zealand. New Zealand.
Okay.
He's a Kiwi. New Zealand.
Oh,
Relax
fucking
yourself,
Zealand,
Tim.
Tim. Relax, bro.
I gotta say, Andrew, it's been a long time.
Me, what I done right is basically is I started off with the little Mavic Mini, and then I went on to the Mavic 2,
Okay.
Air 2. And that's still a beautiful bird, you know, it really is, right? Especially in range in the CE version. And then the thing is, it's like, well, you know, you've got the other ones, but everybody seems like now that they're really paranoid in order to actually put, you know, like post their own videos because, right, they're watching too much time on these live shows about remote ID and all that kind of stuff. Now, I started just before COVID, if you remember. I already started a little bit, but you know, that was ancient tech.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Sean's talked about remote ID a few times, but that's mainly extra that he's talking about.
I accepted it because it was part of the update on the app. You know, I registered on the actual, you know, on the computer. And then pay me £9 or whatever it is, and then for my model license, and then which is like 3 years,
Mm-hmm.
and then your drone one is like every year. So to me, I put my stickers on them drones, right? I don't see where I would be going wrong. Yeah.
Okay. Well, so I think. Well, let me try to put this in perspective. It doesn't. Here's the thing, Andrew.
No, just you see what you know, like you know, you have your Facebook groups,
Mm-hmm.
and UK is only small, so I only live in a small town. So what I do is basically I post my stuff right into my Facebook Dewsbury old and new photos.
Mm-hmm.
And I basically put that in there and I keep them updated. And I get so much feedback through that,
Mm-hmm.
which is amazing, you know, because what it is I see a few photos and then it becomes a conversational piece, not a drone anymore. People don't, right? I'm bothered about drones, right? You know? Right, people have got so much crap going on in their life, right? You know, and trying to mend themselves. It's you know, it's like who cares about the guy who was just flying around for what 10 minutes or 20 minutes or something?
Okay, but there's always going to be somebody who cares, and unfortunately, Andrew, you bought a device that is already capable of ADS-B communication. So no matter what, you're tied into it. Okay.
I don't care.
Bro, no, I
Because
know you. I know you don't. Hold on, Andrew. Give me a chance to talk now. I let you talk for a minute. Give me a chance. I know that you don't care. What I'm saying is that there are a bunch of other people that do, especially Karens. Karens care. That's the worst part about Karen is that it starts with care, right? They give a shit about whether a drone pilot is flying or not, whether they're out for hobby reasons or thinking that they're filming their children. Karens care, and they get themselves involved in all the bullshit. And now we've given them a clear path to be able to go after us. Like basically, this is going to alienate. If we weren't already bad as a drone community, this is going to alienate us even worse from the general public by giving them access to something like this. Right? That's essentially what's going to happen. Is that anytime one of these people sees a drone flying around and they learn that they can publicly go on an app and read and figure out where you're at, you are creating a larger problem for everybody. Andrew, what happens if you're out with your drone and a couple guys decide they want to rob you for your equipment? How hard would it be for them to find you and do that now?
I'm not sure. Well, no, it would not be hard.
Right. Because they can physically see where you're at on a map now.
But that drone would be registered into my air data, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but most people don't know that, though.
What's that?
Well, I'm saying if somebody's going to rob him because they assume the drone's worth money, they probably have no idea about it being registered to them and that it's.
Oh yeah, they don't care, bro. They're not thinking about that. They're only thinking about how they can find you to take your shit. That's like saying my car has a key fob, so you can't get into it. What's the point of stealing it if I have a key fob? You know what I'm saying?
What the thing is what we have, what I understand here is like we have audio edits, right? Yeah.
Okay.
And they do their thing anyway, regardless whether it's a drone. It's basically down to a camera at the end of the day, right? And looking around buildings and factories and stuff like that, yeah.
Right.
And yeah, but you have that kind of thing going on in the States, you know, like, oh, this is a public footpath, right? You can't do anything to me, etc. But if I'm stood over there, I'm in violation. Yeah.
Right. I mean, there's no dude. There's no reason for
The police here, right? As every time I've never been confronted by the police. I've never.
I have at a school. Actually, it wasn't even the police. They sent 2 detectives to talk to me, and that was a very long discussion with 2 detectives. And I was on public property at a public boat ramp, and I still had to prove my innocence at a public boat ramp for my flying because a Karen mom thought that I was recording her kids at the playground. Even if I was, it doesn't matter. It's a public area. You have no. When you're in the public, right?
I fly on my own, so.
Well, and I do too now because I fly FPV. I go the fuck away from everybody because I don't want to deal with shit. I don't want to deal with people. I want to get away from fucking everyone and just have me and trees and landscape, and that's it. I'm fucking done.
Yeah.
People suck.
People do suck, and that's the whole reason why the FPV community tries to find abandoned buildings, places where people aren't, so they can rip and shred and have fun. You know, and it's the government does not.
And that's hard. That's hard work, right?
I mean, well, it's not hard work if you just get on Google Maps and search a little bit, figure out, or visit. Just go to random parks every now and then and see where people are, where people aren't. I mean, I do that all the time when I'm riding my motorcycle, bro. I stop at random parks that I see. I'm like, oh, this is a nice spot. How many people are here? And then you have to gauge your flight for certain days of the week. Like if I'm gonna fly, I'm not gonna do it on a Saturday or a Sunday out at that park. Why? Because it's gonna be full of people. But if I do it on a weekday, no problems.
And then you've got the weather and stuff like that, on certain days. So you've got certain times of day that you can actually do it. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I can fly whenever right now. I don't need a waiver because we have certain airspaces that we're allowed to fly in without waivers, right? Do you have? I don't know, Andrew. Do you have to file a waiver every time you fly?
I just go on the compliance of the basic rules.
Right. And that's what I think most hobby people do. Unless you're flying
Well,
next to an airport, then you want to fill out the waiver and
that started right with the Maverick Mini,
right.
you know, and don't forget I had the 2 and the 3 and the Solo, etc. Look, the problem what I had there was video feed, you know, and portability. You know, that's a big thing.
I love
Yeah.
the 3DR Solo because you could see it from like a mile away. No problem. It was a big black thing in the sky a mile out. That's one of the reasons I was super happy they were still making big drones. When they stopped making big drones, it took away visual line of sight capabilities for long range.
Yeah, but the 3DR Solar was always 2.4 gigahertz, right? It was still it went as far in the CE version, right? The Mini, right, went further.
Yeah, but it only went further because you didn't
And that only went 1,200 feet.
you didn't modify the transmitter to go
And that
further
was
though.
a big bird.
Andrew, you didn't modify the transmitter to go further though. A lot of these people can go kilometers away with the Solo without issue. It all comes down to you modifying the Solo. That's what made it fun, was that it was a bird that you could modify. It was an open source program.
The open source at that time, of course, it was.
It still is.
That's the only thing that existed then. Right.
Well,
on the DJI and the Parrot.
It's still almost the only open source GPS drone out there. Even Hubsan now has their own fucking proprietary firmware. I mean, Solo was in a unique group of its own, man, and it still is today. You know, it's open. You can go to GitHub and download all the files for Solo. You can write your own software and upload it. And people can download it and install it. Like it's still the only open source bird on the market in GPS.
Oh, it had like tons and tons of stuff on the app of like all different functions that it could do. But what I couldn't understand, right, is how I could get that GoPro thing to work on it to actually activate to my phone, right? Yeah.
Okay.
So that I had live video feed, right? So because I had a bad experience with that, right? Then, you know, it became too much for me at that time in my life.
Well, I remember when you first got yours, man. We're talking 2016, 17, bud.
Yeah.
You, Andrew, we've known each other a long time. A long time, bud. You know that. I knew when you were still having drug problems, alcohol issues, you were going to rehab, bro. That's why I said you look good, man. You look good.
I didn't even go in there. I just thought I could like do it myself, right? And then, you know, make my little place and stuff, you know. I don't know if you can see all that down there, but anyway.
I do.
I've got loads of the drones, man.
Yeah.
You know, I've got my own little spots, right? Yeah. And I like what I do is, because like I do, I put them in that, you know, in the Facebook group of my town, and they can all relate to it, and then it becomes a conversational piece, and they want to see it progress. Yeah. So like a lot of my videos look the same. But actually, if you look again, you look at my description, it will tell you like it was like 8 months later or something like or other, and it's now becoming a total different building.
Jazz hands.
All right, Tim, I want your opinion on remote ID. What is your opinion of remote ID currently?
I think stupid. Because most of the Karens don't know the fucking rules anyway of what we do and as hobbyists. They think they can shoot down your drone. They think that you can't do this when you can. I just think it's bullshit. The one thing I think it's bullshit for is anybody can find you.
Mhm.
That's the one thing. What about them 70-year-olds out just flying, you know, to have fun as a hobbyist, and they get mugged, and then they link it back because of what remote ID will do.
So that was my biggest thing was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah,
Can I? Sorry, Daniel. So, are you talking about FPV? Are you talking about GPS
it
drone?
doesn't matter at this point
Cross.
because the
It's a cross.
module it's cross-platform now. The module is expected to be hooked
So
to
you have
FPV.
to put these little module things on your FPV
Yes.
drones,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Which that's gonna add more weight. It's
Yep.
gonna just
Affect
gonna
the way it
cause
flies. Yep. We're gonna lose flight time.
more.
It's gonna be ridiculous. Yes.
Is that not gonna cause more accidents?
That's
Right.
that's what
Uh,
I was saying. You're putting a GPS module right next to the interference board of something kicking out 1 watt of power, bro. How efficient do you think GPS
to,
is gonna be next to a 1 watt range power
to,
boost?
to the end of the day, and then it will have to go to a mobile device, right? And then go to something like air data or something like that to record your actual flight,
So
right?
actually, no, it will not go to your phone. They're going to be doing it tower related, like Wi-Fi signal based. So what is that program they're talking about releasing, Justin, with the like he was saying air data, but there's a they're doing oh fuck, I can't think of it right now, man. My brain is so fried.
Every GPS model.
Well, all the
Yes,
newer GPS drones have it already
right.
built into it. So it's the modules
Ex-
mainly for older GPS and any
Or
FPV
FPV.
drones.
Right, or
All you got
FPV.
to do is enable it right now. That's all you got
Right,
to
on
do.
the newer ones, yeah. Well, no, see, this is the thing, though, is there is not going to be no enabling it yourself. When September 1st comes, they're going to force you with an update to enable it.
Sure.
Otherwise, I
Right.
guarantee you that drone won't even take off until
Yeah,
you
it'll
do that
brick.
update.
It'll
You
brick.
know, what I did is I tried to do it just before the update came out, right? And I always do the updates. You know, I just do them. It doesn't matter whether it's for in the fly app, whether it's for a different drone. It's just I just update it anyway. And the thing is, right, is yeah. So once you've got right, and then it comes up right, you know, with the remote ID, yeah.
Right.
And if you don't accept that thing, right, and then see the CE version, right, you've got limited range. So when you go like so far away, right, you know, just spot out away, yeah, and you lose signal, that bird doesn't return back home, right? It basically says that you need it's just gonna come down, basically slowly come down, unless it gains signal back. Now I saw that right with the FPV Avata thing. You know, like you need to do that because if you don't do that RID thing, but if you've registered and you're just a hobbyist, what's the big deal?
It's controlling. It's controlling people.
And you're not going to have a choice in the matter anyway if it's any DJI product.
Yeah, but you're not going out there planning to do anything wrong.
It doesn't matter. You can tell the
Yeah,
FAA that all day
the,
long. They don't give
the
a shit.
Karens are going to say, "Oh, he flew over my daughter. Oh, he's looking through the window." Well, that'll be the good thing because they can look at remote IT and see where you're at. But it's like I said, hypothetically, if Paul Murray was flying a ship at night and some thugs found out where he was, they wanted to steal his drone, they'll wait behind his truck right when he lands his drone and fucking take it. And they might, hopefully not, they might beat him up to get it.
So
That's what you got to worry about.
Go ahead.
I don't know. I was going to say, because with like the whole, I was talking about this today with the whole e-drone video, people are now like super reaching with that.
Mhm.
And
Well,
I
okay.
think it's kind of making the argument look ridiculous now. Because I've seen about 10 videos now where they're totally going off what he said. Oh, it's all child molesters are going to get your kids. And it's like, and to me,
Okay,
that's reaching
but-
a little bit.
But we cannot say that that's not a possibility.
No, but I think they're reaching, though.
I'm not saying it's not reaching, but they're trying to create a cause to stand behind with general information. And though I do believe, and I told Edron this, that is like the pinnacle of crazy shit that could probably possibly happen outside of somebody being shot for their drone stuff. It is a viable thing that could possibly happen. You cannot discount it. You can't discount it. You can say it might be a bit much, but you can't discount the fact that it could happen. Right?
I got a question. Does this affect for Americans? Does this affect any of their constitutional rights?
No.
No. Well,
They'll try to use that argument, but technically,
Yes,
no, it doesn't.
but I agree. I don't think it does. Let me read this comment real quick. So, Jerome Robinson. So, what can we really do about remote ID at this moment? In my opinion, it is to get the news, the local stations, to get this heard nationwide, as well as the drone community. So, here's what you need to take away from this. If Dr. Quaz didn't come in here, he didn't give me the rapture. He didn't tell me his fucking hopes, dreams, and prospects of being a big YouTuber. So can't count on his opinion on this. So what you get instead is mine. Okay. And there's fucking absolutely nothing that you can do until 2025. And that is when the Reauthorization Act goes through again, where they put all this back up on the board and they say, okay, how do we handle this better? Can we rewrite it? What we try to do from this point moving forward is get enough people involved to let the mass media know of our situation. So when 2025 does roll around again, okay, and actually, I think the voting goes through 2026 is when they'll rewrite the rules. So 2025 technically is when we really need to hit this the hardest. I think we're starting a little too early. I think we should have waited, dealt with remote ID for a year or two, and then started hitting our campaign. I feel like it's pointless now because it's already gone through. There's not shit you can do about it until 2026, right? That's the reality of the situation. They're not going to stop what they're doing. It's already happened. The money's been divvied out. It's paid for. They have the airspace. They get to control it for now. So the only thing that we can do at this point, right, is suck it up and try to create a really solid game plan for 2026. And that needs to start in 2025. So right now it's 2023. We got 2024 and then 2025. 3/4 of the way through 2025 is when we need to hit this fucking hard. We're doing it way too early. XJet has jumped the gun, I feel, in my opinion. He's getting the message out way too early, so it's going to be gone on people by the time it's time to recommit to this. People are just not going to have the interest level that they did. So that's unfortunate to me. But if you do want to reach the masses, here is what you can do. Outside of going to the news, use YouTube Shorts. Because if you can create a trending category for remote ID, it will show that video to the fucking masses without the need for news. So if you can get enough people to make YouTube Shorts, TikToks, and Facebook Reels, you will create a trending category. And despite whether average Joe wants to see your video or not, it will come across his board because it made it to a trending category.
Everywhere.
Yes.
Well, and the thing is, too, is I brought this point up, and I could be wrong, but it seems like there's too many hobbyists are going and getting a 107 for nothing. And I think that's showing the government, hey, it's not a hobby. Because I guarantee you could pull 100 people out of the drone community with 107, and there's maybe 15 of them that are actually doing commercial work out of that 100.
Mm-hmm.
They're just going to get it, and that's showing the government, hey, it's not a hobby, it's a business now.
Right. I
And
agree.
I think too many people are going and getting that for no fucking reason when they're not even doing commercial work. There's a whole bunch of them.
Exactly. Right, and that's the thing here, right, is that there's just too commotion on about who is flying where and when, right, and and stuff like that, where you can level it down without having to, like, look, we're not all in it to make money, okay. We find our own little spots and stuff like that, and then, we use them spots to practice and learn.
But are you going to be able to after this goes in effect?
and it's not, and it's unfortunate for some people that that want to get into the hobby that just don't have them spots, right, and just don't have the availability for them spots, so to get any practice. So then it becomes a little bit biased.
But isn't after this goes in effect, we got to go to a certified, what's the name, field where you can fly?
You're talking about a FRIA.
Model aircraft license.
Let
Yeah,
me
it'd be like
before we
an
hold on.
AMA
Before,
field.
wait, because this is about audience interaction. Let me answer this before we move on. You always have to pay attention to your audience, man. Audience interaction first, then our private discussion, right? So he says the LGBTQ got their voices here to hear when they went to the media and got the laws changed, but that was during voting, and it took years to get to that point. It wasn't just a quick thing. It took years to get them to the point where they finally changed it, and they still had to wait for the day that they were allowed to vote on it. So that's exactly where we're stuck right now, is like, how do we change the mass people's mind? We have 3 years to do it. We have 3 years to change the public image of drones. How do we do that?
And
How do
that's
we
the
do that?
thing is after September, like you said, Dan, I agree with you when you said XJet jumped the gun, because
Yeah.
to give it a year, if none of those concerns that everybody thinks were going to happen actually come up,
Yep.
or if they do, then when that 2025 rolls around, then you can bring that to their attention and be like, well, there was 20 people that were robbed, and then there may not be any crazy shit like that happens. I mean, we're all just speculating at this point. We're gonna have to wait and see, though. Unfortunately, people are going to have to be guinea pigs for a year or so.
Yep. And that's where we're at. We're at guinea pig stage.
And look what's happening with the keep on hearing about leaks of newer ones. I mean, we don't need to go any further in the GPS version in drones now.
They're just parts been in drones now.
We don't want more of them DJI drones, right? I mean, I've got like 5 of them.
I mean, the worst thing that ever happened was DJI drones. Let's put that in perspective. That was the worst thing that ever happened. Ever. I've been saying this for years. Stay the fuck away from DJI. But nobody wanted to listen. Nobody listened. So here we are. Whatever.
But guess what, Dan? Your community, the FPV community, would be the only one sitting pretty if that bill for DJI went through and banned DJI.
Oh, yeah.
Because like I said before, I've been trying to stress to people, they're like, oh, well, iPhone makes their phones in China. What about banning those? I'm like, it's not about the hardware. It's about the software that's running the hardware. It doesn't matter where the hardware is made. It's a fact as if DJI was an American company making their drones in China and putting American software on it, there would be no issue.
Right.
It's the software that they have an issue with, not the hardware.
Yes. Correct.
Just like that's what I said. It doesn't matter iPhones are made in China. They're using American software, and the Chinese have no control over that. And the hardware is not going to divvy from the software. The software is going to tell the hardware what to do. It doesn't go the other way around.
Well, even Android does that. I'm an Android user, so.
Well, I was just using that as an example.
But
they do their own little wacky thing too.
But everybody's always bringing up that argument. Well, this is made in China. Why don't they ban that? That's made in China. It's not. It's hardware.
What's really amusing to me about it is how much we talk shit about how shitty Chinese shit is, but then the #1 drone manufacturer, and people talk about DJI, they're like, "Oh, China makes amazing drones, but everything else is garbage from China." I think that the fucking it's just it's such a ridiculous flop. You know,
it's made in China.
But the thing is Chinese manufacturing has actually, the cost of it has been going up significantly every year.
Wow.
And now India's cheaper to manufacture stuff than China is. That's why iPhone, Apple, all of them are moving all their products to India now.
That's what's going to happen when you become. I mean, think about it, dude. China has acid rain. That's how bad it is over there, bro. From manufacturing and pollution in the air. Who the fuck has acid rain, bro?
India and China are the 2 biggest polluters. They want to bitch at us for our vehicles over here, but go to China I wouldn't even want to step foot in a high rise in China because I
Look at
just don't trust their building skills.
Oh,
Look at
drone.
the Saudi Arabia, right? I mean, they've got an actual weather. They can actually make it rain, right, once a month, right, in the desert, right? Yeah.
Did you read this, Andrew? Why haven't the AMA said anything about remote ID? Because I heard they sold us out for monetary gain and membership when the FAA went to them first about the rules and regulations. So when they first started creating all this idea for 107 and regulating drones and fixed wing and all that stuff, the government did reach out to the AMA. It's interesting that a FRIA organization, a AMA organization, got to make the rules for hobbyists that do not fly in FRIA ruling, right? The majority of us do not fly in FRIA ruling. So why would these guys that have spent years and years being under regulation, self-control, safety, be the guys that get to dictate the rules for us when they clearly have no fucking idea what FPV is and how we do it?
The AMA fields, 90% of the time, they don't even allow you to fly on their fucking fields.
No, well, I've been turned down now twice at AMA fields
So
for
that's
being
what I'm
an
saying.
FPV operator.
So it's like, why do they get to dictate the rules and they're not
It
even?
is crazy.
If you go to their website, they offer membership and tell you to buy a membership to their field that they're drone friendly. But the thing is every field is ran by its own ambassador, and they get to make their own rules on the field. So
I went to my stepmom's, right, for last summer, and she picked me up, right, and took me to her house, and basically there was just a big field at the back of the of the houses. And all it is like this wind turbine thing, right? And they keep on saying, "Oh, bring your drone up," and I'm like, "Well, there's no to really do, right? Except just go over there, right?" So I went around it and everything, yeah, and I brought it back, and then from a little back garden straight over to a farmland, right, and then went round the wind turbine really right around it, and then brought it back, and I went stayed for 5 minutes, and that, and then next minute it was like, right, there's a live stream up, right, about going over farms and stuff like that, right, and stuff like that, and I'm like, well, if you can't go for farm areas, I totally get livestock and all that kind of stuff, but
and the crazy thing is
you need some kind of desert land or some kind of land to this is what this guy is trying to make out, right, where that I did wrong. But the people at the farm, right, that I did the actual circle around their wind turbine, right, and posted it into the group, and she saw it and she loved it because she saw herself going down in a tractor, right, and she's and the next minute there's a live stream up about going over farms and stuff like that, and I felt like that was directed at me.
Okay, but
right, because I got loads of views.
Look, Dobo's new video. Dobo dropped that new video about the FAA, remote ID stuff. I could tell, and look, I talked to him. I just sat down with Dobo. Not yesterday. I had lunch with him yesterday or the day before.
It was the day before.
Day before. I sat down, had lunch with Dobo, and I was like, "How cringe did you find my video?" Because I felt like when you put out your video, bro, a lot of the stuff you talked about in there was stuff I basically was doing in my video. But man, I don't think he was taking a personal jab at me, right? And you know, I think he was going off the consistency of what everybody else was fucking talking about. You know, basically, fuck the FA, fuck remote ID. Like he was basically saying that's not a solid way to go about doing things if you want to change stuff. And I agree with him to a point, but I also understand that you got to put your fucking foot down and show the government that you're not going to give them leverage either. Like you have to at some point take control. You have to show them that this is bullshit and they need to make a change. But in
Yeah.
you know,
You can do it in the right manner. I think my perspective is right. Is if somebody coming up to me, right, I would be, you know, more than happy to answer any of the questions or whatever. Just let me just do what I'm doing and let me get on.
But Andrew, not everybody's comfortable having a social interaction with other people. Just because you
No,
say I'm
no.
comfortable, that doesn't mean they are.
Yeah,
You have to remember, everybody thinks
Just-
differently.
Yeah, I see that on a lot of like them audio videos and stuff like that, where if you push something in someone's face and they react in a totally different manner
Mm-hmm.
because they're just not, they've never seen it, they've never experienced it, they've never thought about having to have a conversation about it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it becomes a little bit sticky.
I mean, I've run into people that love drones, and I've run into people that absolutely fucking hate them, bro, with a passion. Like unbelievable hatred for drones, and I just could not fathom why. And I would ask them, they're like, I don't, you know, I don't. Well, they would be like, I don't want that shit flying over my property. I don't want people seeing what I'm doing. Like, what could you possibly doing in your backyard that would make you that fucking scared that a drone would see it, bro? Maybe you shouldn't be doing that activity.
See, I will show people my footage, right, even before I even put it onto, you know, I'm a crap editor. I do everything off my phone. I don't use my computer to do any of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the point.
What is that noise I hear?
Money out of it.
Tim, are you rolling cigarettes?
No. Typing.
I'm
Sorry.
not in for making money out of it. So,
Tim, what was that noise?
Typing. Sorry.
God damn, that was some loud typing, bro.
I should put my mic up here.
Oh my god, it's so loud. What did you just do?
I didn't do anything.
God, you're so loud right now. I'm gonna turn you down.
All right, turn me down.
Justin, talk.
Oh, it was right at 25 minutes, by the way, Dan.
Okay. Justin sounds normal, and Andrew sounds normal. What did you just do, Tim? Somehow you just turned yourself up.
Oh.
You were normal a minute ago. Now you're like fucking. Wah!
He has to
Okay.
go to his audio settings and turn his mic volume.
And what about now?
and some Oprah shit going
going.
on.
You're still
What about now?
pretty loud.
What about now?
No.
No, turn your. Did you go to the settings in Zoom?
What
Or
about
anything?
now?
No.
Stop
No,
zooming.
You're still loud as
Screaming.
balls.
What about now?
That's better. You're getting
That's
better.
not, yeah,
What about now?
that's
good.
better.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
Roll with it.
Yeah. Jeez.
It's like all of a sudden you just got really loud. I was like, what the fuck? What are you screaming? How close is the mic, bro?
Yeah, StreamYard just don't like me for some reason.
Thought you were gonna deep throat the mic for a sec. Oh,
I'm using analog. I can't use my computer right as my thing because I've got the backlight and everything.
mm-hmm.
It looks like a B10.
But it doesn't give light out on me, right? Yeah.
Oh,
Enough, right? So I thought, well, I'll try it through my mobile phone.
oh, I bought Dr. Quad's key lamp light that he sold after Ken made him get a different light. Now I've got Dr. Quad's key lamp light.
Oh yeah, what was that? He bought some light from a bar or something.
Nah, dude, like some hospital he stopped at gave him a
Yeah.
light. It was a joke. I don't know if you've watched Dr. Quad streams, but in the background he has a mannequin, and the mannequin looks like a fucking dildo, bro, and the lighting is not correct. It just looks like a big white cock just reaching up to the atmosphere in the background. It's like, what the fuck?
I had never heard of him until you brought him up that one day, and I went back
Dude,
and watched a couple of his live streams. Just like,
he's cynical and so narcissistic and so full of himself, bro. It's insane to watch this guy. I really want him to come in here. I would love to expose him. I really would. I would absolutely fucking love to expose this guy.
well, you can tell he doesn't
shit.
really interact with anybody else, because has he ever been on anybody else's live stream?
No,
He never
no.
has
So what
anybody on his panel.
No, what he's doing, well, he has been on E-Drone's Eric's show. However, he is pushing every fucking button he can to get Ken involved in a debate, XJet, Bot Grinder, all these big. He's going after the big tubers. He's trying to. He's clout chasing to its max right now, bro. And so he says that he's in this for the hobby and wants to help people, and he's willing to debate anybody, anytime about anything. I said, well, all right, cool. So tonight I bumped this up. Bring it the fuck on, bro. If what you say is true, and I know he's seen this, somebody shared it with him already. I guarantee he's seen this, right? Guarantee.
You don't have a way to reach out to him?
What's that?
I'll lose a few subscribers, but but who cares?
You don't have an email for him or anything?
The moment you comment, within 5 minutes you will get a comment back. Doesn't matter what video it's on his channel. So trust me, somebody has shared this on his channel already. He has seen it. He's dropped in and he's done this. He's done this. Oh God, it's this guy again. Boring. And then he just like doesn't pay attention. He's a dick, dude. He's a real fucking. He is a clout chasing moron, is what he is. Troy, what is going on, bro?
He has an email on his page.
Yeah. Good. Email it to him.
Right.
Can I ask you something? We got a motorcycle question. Hey man, can I ask you something? My moped is starting to run bad again. LOL. Well, there's China for you. So ask away, man. Let's hear it. What's going on? Ask your question, sir. While you do that, Troy, I shall play this miniature fucking Game Boy like a boss.
Is it electric?
It's so cute. And you can't get this bitch to focus for shit, can you?
There's his email in the private chat.
Little Nintendo. What is it?
Little Game Boy.
Yeah, that's
little micro Game Boy. It's the world's smallest Game Boy they make.
Yeah, but you can't put cartridges in it.
No, you can download all your games to it. You can play it. Dude, it literally plays fucking games. I'm playing Doom on it, bro. It's a 1 centimeter.
No.
Bro, call me a liar, dude.
He runs Python, you said.
It runs Python coding. All right, look.
It
I don't know
works.
if you can see this. I will do my best to get this in here so you can see it. Let me see if I can get this to focus. Focus. Oh my God, dude, this lighting is not working out right now. Hold on. There we go. There we go. All right, games. Shit, it's really hard to see. Let me go down. I'll just pick any fucking game, bro, and we'll hit enter.
Just pick
tennis. Start. Oh God, I can't see the ball.
Wow.
Oh fuck, I can't push the buttons because I can't see what the fuck I'm doing.
No, but I see it. I see it.
Was that Breakout?
It has 4,000 miles. It sounds weird.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy, bro?
That was what I played when I was a child.
It's called Breakout. They had it on the Atari 2600. Remember with the paddles? Breakout?
Yeah, I had the one just before that, right? Where it's just the pedal things.
He answered you.
It just
I saw
the things on the side.
Yeah, I remember that.
All right, look, man. Here's
Atari 2000.
That was awesome times.
To give you an idea, bro. Are you ready?
Yeah.
This is a AAA. This is a AAA battery. That's the Game Boy next to the AAA battery.
Wow.
Fuck, dude. That's a tiny little battery next to a triple. It's not even. It's like the size of a U.S. quarter, bro.
Even a double A.
No.
It's hard to tell with those child hands.
Hey, fuck you.
Wow.
He said child hands.
I'm trying to think of what else I got in here other than I don't even have a quarter close to me.
So what do you do? Have you got a magnifying glass that you put on top of it, right? So you can actually see.
No, bro. So believe it or not, it has an AMOLED screen. So it has an HD resolution screen, high definition screen, and it is 100% extremely easy to see and play. The problem is you gotta have really fucking tiny fingers and thumbs to do it, but it is playable. I played Doom. I played fucking like 3 good levels of Doom, and I had a
You can play it
blast,
all the
bro.
time.
You
Hey, bro,
must
you
do
need to get
it.
Mike
You
to
must be good.
3D print a controller that
For it?
just pushes the buttons, but you can hold it like that.
Oh,
That'd
that's
be
no
cool.
fun. That's no fun then. It defeats the purpose.
Oh, yeah, that would be even more cooler, wouldn't it? You know,
All right.
just
He says it has 4,000 miles now. It sounds weird. It idles really off, and when it idles, it's like the idle is way high, and then before it also has hard time starting. That is a vacuum drive leak. You have a vacuum problem, sir.
Fuck, on a car, it would have been a float pin.
So yeah. This is definitely going to be some kind of vacuum problem. So you need to check all your vacuum lines. So start the scooter, get it idling, and then take some brake fluid and spray it around the intake boot, spray it around the top of the carburetor. And if you hear the revs go up when you spray, that lets you know that you have a leak somewhere in that area, and then you just replace the line.
That's what I was
So-
gonna say.
Yeah, no, yeah, fuck you too, whatever, bro.
You know fuck all about cars. Or anything that.
Daniel, you really you did the right thing, you know, that by doing what you're doing, right?
What are you talking about? Made the switch?
Because now you know you were already doing mechanics right before,
Oh, yeah.
right? Drones, yeah.
Dude, I used to own a motorcycle and scooter repair shop 2013-14. I only got
That-
into drones because I sold my shop.
And then you know that you took that in at that time as you know early time, but the thing is right is that we know realistically in the drone world, right? You realistically not going anywhere on
No.
YouTube,
No.
right?
Even
And I mean, you can go and beg people, all that kind of stuff, right? It don't
watch my
work.
video. Watch my
Now,
video.
but if you can put
Yeah,
a title,
dude.
if you can put a
Seven-
title to a bike, right? It's just like looking for a certain TV and you want to know how to work certain settings and stuff like that. YouTube is where you normally go and look for them things. Now you right, you make sure when you've uploaded it, you make sure that you it's the make and model of that bike, right, and what you're doing, right, yeah, and then you do the actual video, right, yeah, and so that's what you know, because it's not because you don't get hundreds of views in the space of an hour or two.
Instantly. You get it.
It's because it is lifelong, right, in the YouTube world,
My man
right?
gets
Now,
it.
you see, I've only got 171 subscribers, right?
Yes.
And I still now because I named the specific buildings, etc., titles, etc. Right now, it becomes a search engine, right? And you can start typing a few words in, and then it will give you a few examples, right? There's a lot of drone videos that have been out like 7 years before mine. Yeah. So it's like, have I copied their idea? Right? Yes. Right. In a similar sense. Right. Because I've just gone and flown there, right? You know what I mean? Thinking it's okay. I didn't know them videos existed then.
Nope.
But you know, like when I used to have like a computer problem or something like that, I would go straight to YouTube and I would find my questions out there.
Answered. Yeah. Yep.
And,
That could be
and that's how you grow.
Give me 1 sec.
Yeah, I'm not bothered.
Tim, give me 1 sec if that's cool. Is that cool? He's said a lot of things here I need to address. He said I have another question. Be remote ID module to get that's on the market. So from my understanding is that $50 is the mid-range, and actually I think there's a company called Drone Tag that is going to be making one in the $30 to $35 range, if I understood Dobo correctly. So check into that. Let me answer this. That sucks. I don't know how I got a leak. More issues. Okay, so I mean, vacuum leaks they're just part of bikes. It happens that the rubbers dry out from constant airflow going across them. They get brittle, they crack, oil gets on them, they get brittle and break apart, and then you end up with a leak. It's just rubber goes bad over time, and when it does, it develops cracks, and when you get cracks, you get air leak, and when you get air leak, you get fluctuating idles and revving and all sorts of craziness. Yeah, it's very prominent in all motorcycles, not just scooters, man. It's something that you deal with motorcycles.
It might be the air mixture too, Dan.
Yeah, but I don't think so. He's only got 4,000 miles, man. It would be pretty rare for that to be the case. But I'm not going to count that out either. If he gets back to me and says he's still having that problem, then we'll obviously take the next trouble. It's easy to check for vacuum leaks. It's a lot more complicated to start tuning a carburetor. So let's start with simple and work our way up, right? Let's see here. So with all the smoke we have had, thunderstorms moved in tonight. First night of fireworks here of 3 nights. They set them off anyway, hoping to miss a storm bit of rain or not. So do you think the spark plug or electric start? I don't think it's either of those at all. No, I think you have solid spark, and I think you have a good spark plug. Said they needed to shell tubes for the next night. We had the heavy thunder and lightning at 10:30, 9:45 was the start time. Dry rot or rubber, and that's 100% accurate. That's what happens to rubber over time. It just dry rots, and then you get cracks. It's really prominent with vacuum stuff. Anything with a lot of air traveling through it, then it happens pretty quickly.
Satellite and bad petrol.
What's that?
Bad petrol.
Could
gasoline.
Be. Yeah.
Yeah, gasoline too.
Could have water in it,
I had to say gasoline.
But from what he's explaining, it sounds a lot like a vacuum leak. Could be bike sat too long, rubber's dried out. That actually happens quite often too. I get a lot of bikes in that I pick up that have been sitting for 2-3 years, and I got to replace all the lines because they're just trashed. Sometimes the rubber boots get really hard. They almost turn into plastic. They used to be rubber and squishy. They get really hard, and then you have to drop them in a solvent, let them sit for 24 hours, and then they loosen up and they get soft again. You can reinstall them. Sometimes you can save them, sometimes you can't. Depends on the age of them. I've taken 40-year-old ones and been able to get them to soften up again. So yeah, it's just all how you do things, man. But Andrew, to address your point about my motorcycles, I honestly should have just started with motorcycles and bikes in the first place. I don't know why I wasn't doing this 10 years ago, 12 years ago. I was, that's the reality, bro. If I had started 10 years ago, I would have a massive YouTube channel by now.
But you was young, and you was learning. I'm still learning.
Well,
it's like when I first made my first YouTube video, it's like, what the hell was that? But it didn't matter. It was like the best thing.
It's not that I was learning still. I went through my trade school, so I already knew what I was doing, right? But the whole thing was I had my accident, and when I had my accident, my hospital bills were fucking insane, bro. I broke all my ribs, crushed my lower right vertebrae, fractured C1 and C2 in my neck, broke my ankle, blew my knee out in 2 places. I mean, I was a wreck, dude, from one accident. And so to pay all that off and make sure I wasn't going into debt over my business, I had to sell my entire business and start all over from scratch to pay hospital bills.
And then I saw you multiple times in and out of hospital, and talking to you in hospital, so.
Yep. Well, that all came after the fact. That was after my accident. I put on a bunch of weight from getting into security to make a living, put on a bunch of weight, started drinking a lot, put on a ton of extra weight.
Well, it's like my dad said, he said right to me when he were alive, he says, when you fall off a bike, right, you get straight back on it, right? If you don't, right, you'll never get back on it.
Yep.
And I got straight back on that bike, right? Even though I grazed all my knee as a kid, you know what I mean? And what have you. I didn't really care. I was like off again.
Oh no, this is interesting. He got it. I got an SSR 200 dirt bike. Sounds like another Chinese brand. Dirt bike. It was sitting for a couple of years. I did everything to get it running. Last thing is the carb clean. I took it into a shop. They said it's either the carb or it needs new rings. Well, I highly doubt it needs new rings. What I will tell you is that the carbs on Chinese scooters and bikes are just garbage. Just replace it, bro. And I guarantee it'll start functioning again how it should. So unless somebody was riding the absolute piss out of that thing, bro, I have a feeling that the rings are just fine, man. I think that's going to be carb and fuel related issues.
Just get a rebuild kit. Rebuild it.
I wouldn't.
It's not that hard.
Wouldn't even rebuild it, bro. Carbs for most Chinese stuff are like $20, $25, man. Just get a new carb, slap it on there, and fuck the rebuild kit. Just move on with life. Just here's one thing to remember: before you get rid of the old carb, pull the fucking jets out of it and put them in the new carb. Put them in the new carb, because the new carb is not going to come with the same jets that came out of it. So if it ran good on the old carb, take jets out, clean them, pop them in the new carb, put it back in the bike. Right?
I say that every time, and you guys don't listen. So.
Oh, shut up!
I don't. Troy, I don't. I don't think cleaning is
I
worth
could
it.
do with a few spark plugs every now and again.
Alona Tampas. Alona Tampas. I like it. Interesting name.
Is that like a tampon?
No, come on now. Don't be like that. We got a new person in the chat, and the first thing he calls her is a tampon. It could be a him. I don't fucking know.
Sorry, good to see you. Welcome to the chat.
Tim identifies as an idiot. Let's just clear that up.
No, I identify as the what's it? The crowd drunk. They call it
the crowd drunk.
What do they call it?
Oh my goodness!
It's called the
You're the fucking
town drunk.
You're the
town drunk.
Town drunk.
Yes.
No, welcome, Alona Tampus. Well, I hope that answered everybody's questions in there. Yeah.
Well, and to go back on the remote ID thing, though,
yes.
is module. I don't think anybody's really used any of them to really give a good opinion on one right at the moment, right?
I agree. I like I said, I think Dobo's working with Drone Tag, so it'll be interesting.
I remember you saying that, but I'm saying
what I'm saying is he hasn't shown it yet. I don't think too many of these people have messed with any of this stuff yet. So a lot of this, and I keep harkening back to this. A lot of this is hearsay. We're just guessing. We're guessing until it actually gets released on us and we see what the capabilities of these things are. I will tell you that no matter what they release for FPV, it's going to fucking suck, because we just are going to blast those poor shitty little systems they're going to give us with high amounts of radiation signal, and they are not going to function very well, dude. My VTX is cranking out ridiculous amounts of power. You're going to shove that next to a GPS, it's going to fry the bitch, dude. It's not even going to stand a chance.
And he's saying the compression on the bike is low.
So the compression on the bike is low. Then I would look at your valves.
Well, pump that shit up, man.
Check your valve lash, man. Put the engine at TDC. Make sure you're at top dead center, and then check your valve lash. A lot of times, man, the valves come loose, and you just lose compression due to tappet valves coming loose, and then they don't make a connection anymore, and you have no compression.
Look,
or you get low compression.
Troy, just put a hose on it and pump that bitch back up.
There's like 3 different things that you can check with low compression.
Yeah. I saw an alien drone coming out with one. Thank you, host. Not a problem. Alona Tampus.
Hey, good to see you.
Sending my support. Sounds good. Let's see. The shed clean the carb and adjust the valves for 120. You think that's a good idea? I mean, I would put the carb on yourself and just let them do the valves for like $50. It's really easy to put a carb on, man. There's not much to it. There's like four lines that have to be connected to it, maybe 4 lines, if that, bro. I mean, and then just switch out. Here's the deal: if you switch out your idle and your main jet right off the bat, it should just run like normal the moment you connect the carb.
But is that a good deal if he doesn't want to do it himself, though?
I mean, yeah, it's a fairly good deal. I would save money where I can. I'm one of those people. That's why I do my own work. I mean,
I did all my own work.
Do you like that extra $100? Because I do.
Well, like I said, it's whether he's comfortable doing it or not himself.
Yeah.
He's got to be comfortable doing it, because the work on the bike.
You need the equipment, though. That's the thing sometimes.
Well, yeah.
And I agree with that, but this is all basic tools to do what he's talking about. There's not much to it, man. Troy, if you want to send me part of that 120 as a donation for being so awesome, giving you good answers, I won't say no. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get. Just kidding, bro. Joke, sir. Wait till the FCC starts piping. Jesus Christ.
He's high again. Don't mind
Okay.
us.
In on us too, for fuck's sake, just the start of the government affairs.
Shit.
I have duels. The hardest part is the airbox crap. Oh, that's right. He was saying something about airbox up there, wasn't he? Did I miss Mike's airbox? I swear I read something about an airbox up there.
Yeah, he said something about it earlier.
Yeah,
He was talking
okay.
about his bike.
I so need to delete my airbox stage 2, my bike, and balance a bunch of stuff. Okay, now remember, Mike, you are fuel injected, so you're gonna have to retune the computer for the addition of airflow. So think about that before you do it. Think about that. Make sure you have a trailer and a truck to get it to a shop so they can retune it. What the fuck are you laughing about, bro? You want me to come over there and stick something in your mouth?
Justin, he's fucking, yeah. He don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but he's like,
I'm being a good yes man right now.
Okay,
okay,
cool.
Yes,
cool.
yes.
Cool. Yes, that's awesome.
Okay.
That's awesome.
I would love to see him pull apart an 850 double pumper carburetor, Justin.
Bro, you want to hear every cuss word in the book and some that don't exist yet?
Exactly.
Ship his fucking cocksucker motherfucker ship fart turd and twat.
I hate working on vehicles.
Carburetors are pretty easy, man. I worked on them in the living room.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah,
It's only a gasket in there.
The ship ripped me off. The shop ripped me off. The ship ripped me off. Fucker, come back to the harbor, bitch. Yeah, the shop ripped me off. Bro, I told them I want to pay $50 just for a carb clean, and all they did was look at the compression and check the spark. When I already did that, I told them I did that. Oh, well, okay. I get it.
So the shop wouldn't even check the air mixture or anything first, or try to tune it first to see if it. That's fucking stupid.
Ryan, it's good to see you, buddy. Dude, you always have to be your own advocate. That's the biggest thing. Whether it's hospitals or work in general that's being done for you, always be your own best advocate. You demand what gets done. You tell them what the fuck their job is. And if they don't want to do it, then you take it to somebody who's willing to do it.
That's why I never let my wife take our cars to a mechanic. I would do it at the house.
When I get head, I dictate how the head happens.
Explains why none of Tim's cars ever ran.
Well, you're the one that drives. You're the one that drives.
Cars, bikes. Wayne's videos. Good to see you.
Wayne, what's up, buddy?
I thought everybody froze. I was like, what the fuck's going on?
No, my girlfriend's cat ran away, and I'm paying pretty close attention to her conversation. She left like right. I started the stream right after she left, and so she's pretty sad right now that her cat ran away.
Should have had it air tagged.
Yeah, air tag.
But then you would have to have an Apple phone, right?
She has an Apple. I'm trying to convince her to get off of it.
Right.
At least get them to do something.
In this time, it would actually come in favor, wouldn't it?
Fucking Mike.
So I charge $55 for a valve lash and adjustment and inspection of the valves. I can't guarantee that shop's going to do that. It's probably going to be closer to $75 for a valve job at most shops. Here's what I do. I cut all my customers a break on all the work because I tell them that I'm going to make a video of the work. That way they get a break and I get paid for the video for years to come. It is in my mind, it is an investment. So I am investing in the customer and they're investing in me by doing it that way. So I can cut them a crazy good deal on the work because I know the video is going to get a lot of views and I'm going to get paid for it for a long time. So that's why I do it that way. So it gets me more business.
Continuous.
Yes.
He said he already cleaned the carb, so it wouldn't be the carb. I think it's air mixture.
Well, no, okay. So, but what, Tim? Here's what I'm saying though. A lot of times it is Chinese. A lot of times it is Chinese carb problems, And that's because we have ethanol fuel over here, and they don't where they're at. They don't design Chinese scooters to run ethanol fuel or Chinese engines to run ethanol fuel. So the ethanol degrades the rubbers inside, they fall apart. If they sit and the fuel lays stagnant, the ethanol will eat all of the inside of the carb and make it all crummy. So cleaning it normally doesn't do it. You have to replace it. Holy shit, look at this fucking prick.
Yeah, I made
Jesus.
a video
Yeah,
about
we
that.
got, we
weeks
got
ago,
ethanol over here too. We got ethanol over here, and it does.
Let me in,
Fuck,
guys.
thanks, man. I hadn't even done my makeup or my fucking hair, and you bitches are
Oh man,
Come
come
on,
on,
the
bro.
stream. Come on.
Let me in, guys. I
It's
see
like
you
a
over there.
nightly
Come on.
thing with fucking Tim now. Come on, Mike. Come on the stream, Mike. Come on the stream. Where's the fucking rowdy bunch, Tim? Fucking, you're on every Friday fucking night here. You might as well get on Saturday morning your time too and start the rowdy bunch back up.
Fuck
Fuck
you.
around,
Fuck.
dude. You know Justin
be
ain't
Rowdy
doing
Bu-
it all.
It'll be Rowdy Bunch
He's
on
up.
our fucking
He's
own.
probably having some fucking goddamn Tim Hortons or some shit.
What, it would be Rowdy
Bitch
Bunch on
over
my
there
fucking
hanging out
own
with
right now?
Paul. Anyway,
Dude, you want to be my
Go
fucking
on.
co-host? I'll start the Rowdy Bunch up. Me and you, Mike. Fucking there you go.
Dude, I'm hoping I'm gonna be fucking working, dude. I'm hoping. So I've
I'm
taken my
hoping too,
piss
yeah.
test. We're just waiting on the bullshit. They sent me something. Oh, the picture of your car wasn't the right angle. We need a better picture. And fuck around. This shit's
Yeah, well, I hope you
crazy.
get it too.
Well, I should get it as long as the piss test went through. Everything else is good.
Fuck yeah.
Like I said, it was fucking prank urine. I hope it works. It's supposed to be 100% guaranteed. I paid $100 for the shit. Fuck.
He said he cleaned the carb, bro. I don't think it's the carb.
Okay, well, but I'm telling you, man, Chinese carbs are just different, bro. So,
It's fucked.
so he's questioning this again. So, you think if I clean the carb and adjust the valves, it'll run? I mean, Troy, I can't give you any guarantees on anything. All I can do is hear your problem and give you the best possible troubleshooting solutions that are as cheap and work your way to the top, right? A valve adjustment, yeah, fuck you, Justin. A valve adjustment
Yeah.
is really easy. You can just go look up your valve lash, man. If you have a set of feeler gauges, it's really simple to do yourself.
I
Man.
was going to get back to that. You said your girlfriend can't find her what? Feeler gauges?
Yeah,
What? Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah. Feeler gauge.
yes. Can't find the feeler gauges.
Her cat.
Get cat pussy. Can't
Oh,
find her
man.
pussy.
My pussy cat was scratching at my back door.
Oh, you haven't cleaned the
My
carb at all. I thought you did. You said earlier that you cleaned the carb. I don't know.
So Wayne, the issue, Wayne is saying exactly the carburetor thing, run ethanol fuel will be like that if you don't clean it. So Chinese scooters and engines run the best. They work the best when fuel continues to stay moving. That's why you never let a scooter or any Chinese product sit for longer than like a week without running.
Right.
Mhm.
It starts to
Yeah,
degrade
good
and break down everything inside the carburetor unless the fuel stays constantly moving. So, yeah, unfortunately, man, your whole carb could be shot.
Because
Which is
the
why I
gap
suggested.
percentage is not the same as fucking USA. Get what
What
I'm
the hell?
saying? Their criteria is not the same. Their
Oh,
gap
yeah, no.
percentage is not the same as the
No.
USA.
Our stuff made here is designed to be able to handle petroleum or fucking
Long-term
ethanol
Ethanol.
content introduced.
Yeah.
Right, their stuff over there is not. They don't run ethanol like we do.
Letting it sit fucking just messes up. If you let it sit, at least start it up twice a week. I mean,
Oh, I agree. Yeah, 100%. You're supposed to start them at least once a week, man. Doesn't matter if it's fuel injected. Doesn't matter, bro. You have to start motorcycles and let them run. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Mhm.
I need to take time out. My battery's going.
All right.
all right,
Good to
Andrew.
see you,
Andrew.
Andrew. Thanks
Good
for
night,
calling.
Andrew.
Have a good one anyway.
Later, buddy.
Enjoyed the chat, brother.
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
listening in more, so I just had multiple screens going. So,
Did you?
you know, fucking so bored over here, dude. I'm stir crazy. I haven't been smoking for shit. So,
I was
Well,
wondering,
let's
bro. you
start
know-
up the rowdy bunch, Mike. Let's start up the rowdy
no,
bunch, Mike.
dude.
Come on.
I don't have the patience to sit long.
Yeah.
Get me? I quit smoking the bud more. So like my it still dude, yeah.
Right. And he doesn't want to drink without the smoke because then.
Well,
Oh,
it's combination.
No,
Combination.
the drinking's because I'm just fucking so stir crazy fucking bored, and I'm not
Right.
smoking. I'm like, well, fuck. Okay, might as well drink now. Fuck.
Well, that's what I do on YouTube, man. I drink because I'm fucking sit here. And,
Not good for me. I'm drinking a pint tonight and fucking going to bed fucking sober.
Oh, geez.
shit. Only
Yeah.
a pint? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm stir crazy, dude. My sleep, my fucking watch tells me my fucking sleep's like 67% at night and shit. You know what I mean?
Really? I gotta
Yeah.
get that watch, man. You sent me the link, but I haven't got it yet.
Dude, this is the Galaxy 5, dude. This thing's got all kinds. Dude, I woke up from a nap this morning and accidentally fucking must have been rubbing my watch or something. I fucking had some shit going on with fucking all kinds of like the weird shit, dude. Like GPS fucking. I was like, "Where's north?" All kinds of shit. I'm like,
True
what?
north, motherfucker, is that way?
Yeah, dude. I like accidentally pushed something to my. I'm gonna have to change the sensitivity on the screen when I sleep.
It does, Wayne. It does, especially ethanol.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
It'll gum up real bad. Everything, bro. Trash it.
Yep.
It turns green. Fucking looks. Yeah, it's
it's an
horrible.
additive.
Yes.
It's not
Stable.
Right.
Yeah.
regulation.
I've pulled carbs.
Government money. Government
Or-
money.
Horrible carbs, dude. I've pulled
I
carbs.
pulled
apart.
carbs to the part where you take it apart and it just you see the fucking gel.
Yeah,
like
just
it was like,
not even just jelly, bro. I've had carbs that sat for like 25 years with the same fuel in them, and you pull them
Yeah.
apart, and it's just crust and corrosion, and everything just falls
Yeah.
apart, and disintegrates in your hands, bro. It's like holy fuck.
But I learned after a while what I did with the car. I would just take a cap full of transmission fluid,
Mm.
put it on a high idle, and dump it down in the carburetor before
I
took it
almost
off.
wished I would have pulled my carbs totally off and like totally fucking super cleaned and this and that and the other thing with them while I had them
Yeah.
off, man. Because putting that shit back together, I was like so fucking, oh man. It
Fun,
wouldn't have
isn't it?
been, but you know, I mean, there's quite a bit there still, but I
Mhm.
mean,
It is.
it
It's
wouldn't have been
tedious.
that much worse to fucking pull that shit all the way off. And
Yeah.
fucking,
Oh,
It's tedious,
I'm gonna
but
have to do it when I stage 2 it, which is what I figured anyway. I plan on
Yeah.
stage 2 on the bike,
right.
regardless.
Well, don't
Even
forget.
if it goes back to it, that you know, my plans get a bigger bike for me and her, and then
Mhm.
bobber that. I'm still gonna put fucking stage 2 pipes and all that shit, so it's still gonna get stage 2. So pulling the carbs off later isn't gonna be an issue really. Anyway,
Yeah.
so.
just get a new carburetor, Troy. Just get a
I mean,
new carburetor.
that is my suggestion, bro. Just get a new carb. Like I said, if you go on eBay, you can find the carb.
Yeah, dude.
There's a model number on the carb. Just get the model number.
Carbs are surprisingly cheap. You ain't
Cheap.
gotta buy OEM fucking manufactured fucking
No,
shit. Buy the
cheap,
fucking
dude.
replacement.
They are super cheap.
Yeah, buy the replacement. Don't go OEM. OEM,
Set
you're
up
gonna
for
pay
yours.
fucking high
Yeah,
dollar.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
You know what you
you're
can
gonna
do
pay
with it,
3
though?
times what you're gonna fucking.
Get
You know
Yeah.
what? You know what he could do with it though. He could buy another carburetor, get a replacement, and learn off of that carburetor.
Well,
Take
he's
it apart. Learn
gonna
the
have
carburetor.
to. He's gonna
He's
have
gonna
to
have to.
anyways. Or he
He's
has to
got no
switch the
choice
jets.
at this point.
Got to switch the jets.
Yeah.
So either way,
Mhm.
bottom comes off and it gets pulled apart to switch them.
That's how you fucking learn.
It ain't that
That's how I
tough. Dan's got like 4 or 5 fucking videos doing that shit all day
Oh,
long.
Just don't
Yeah.
bend the pin.
It doesn't matter if it's a scooter or a big car, as long
Yeah,
as
no.
it ain't getting into like a quadrijet or some shit like that. It's pretty much the same thing
Dude.
Dan's fucking done every day.
I'd
You know?
show you how to set the float height values correctly.
Right.
Yeah.
Changing
bro.
the fucking float. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Dropping
Yeah,
that
show you how
fucking
to tune
little
'em.
clip.
Like I said, that happened in my 650. The fucking float pin went up. Fucking went down to 30 miles an hour.
That'll be the next time Dan comes up. We're gonna stage 2 my bike. We're gonna show you guys what Dan really does.
Wee.
Here's Dan's vacation. We're gonna stage 2 my bike.
It's already known what you.
No, this is bullshit. He's driving it to me this time, so we can just do it in my shop.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Road
when he
trip,
leaves,
baby.
he'll be all
Daytona
taken
Bike
care of.
Week and all, you know, we're gonna have it ready
Right.
for that.
Because then I can
That's
just
a
call my
big
buddy and
road
be like,
trip.
then I can just call my buddy and be like, hey, we installed all this. We're gonna bring it over to your shop now for a tuning.
I'm gonna
And then you
ride
can
it
just
back
drop
as a
it off.
bobber with the fucking trailer on the back.
Damn right.
That's gonna be a long
All
road
the extra
trip.
bullshit I'm
Fuck,
thinking
dude.
about. all my luggage and shit. I guess I'm gonna have to get me a trailer real soon, huh? Just trailer the bitch down and fucking
There you
call
go.
it good. We got
Yeah.
some shit going on. I got a lot of luggage coming back. It ain't gonna
Those
hold
are,
it on the way back.
Mike's
are
gonna
freedom
leave with a
fries,
sport
Wayne.
bike too. We'll find one for him for cheap before he leaves.
Oh right.
Yeah.
If I take
come
the
to
trailer,
Florida,
I can
bro,
haul
there
an
are
extra bike back.
Cheap sport bikes all over the place
Yeah.
here, bro.
Wayne,
Mike's
those are
gonna
called
come here. I'll be
freedom
like,
fries.
Mike.
Give
I'll
me
be
an
like,
old Katana 600 or some
yeah.
shit.
I'll be like, Mike,
Come
bring
out with
$600
it.
with you of spending money, and we will find you a $600 motorcycle.
I wish bikes were that cheap over here, man. I'll be back on the bike already.
He's in Florida, dude. The fucking bikes are a dime a dozen where he's at.
Everywhere,
dude.
bro.
They're
Everybody rides a
fucking
bike
cheap as
here.
fuck.
The
You get
funny
up
thing
here and
is,
everybody wants top dollar because they're good
Yep.
fucking Harleys. They're long cruisers and fucking.
Well, 'cause
you
they're
only
all-
get out to ride for a little while. So you're on a long ride. You want something
Right.
fat and comfy.
they're all parked
Yeah.
in garages
Right.
and well cared for. Right. In
Maintained by
Florida,
the shop, all this shit. Yeah.
they're
Harley
parked
stop.
outside in the elements all the time, getting fucking rusty and shit boxed, and then
Salty.
then they
We
don't
don't
run,
ride
and
them.
the maintenance goes to hell, and then they sell it to me, and I just fix them up and sell them.
Yeah, we don't ride them. As
I'll
damn,
be
my
riding-
my
I'll be
bike's
riding.
fucking clean for a fucking
Mhm.
08, dude.
I'll be riding Lenny's bike.
Fuck.
So
You got a
Tim, I
few
got a-
things and this and that, but that's just rider.
Tim, I got a big wheel you can ride.
you fucking green
So
machine.
I did tip it over when I got my flat though, Dan.
Oh, did you?
I pulled up to the edge of the fucking road. And there's a fucking like nice heavy lean there,
Oh shit!
and the wife got off on the ditch side.
Oops. Oops.
Pulled that way.
Oops.
Oh,
Pulled
my
all the
foot
weight.
fucking slid. I'm like, oh. We caught her
Shit.
about halfway down. I'm like, all right. Turned around, grabbed up, fucking lifted her back up.
Did you actually
Wow.
set it down?
No, it
Did you
didn't.
catch it?
I caught most. Yeah, 90%. I got those fucking highway bars on the front
Right.
and the fucking saddlebags on the back, and so like I got the peg that flips up off the side of the highway bar. It flipped up and turned a little bit, but that's all it hit.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I taught him
Oh, yeah.
everything he knows, Wayne.
You fucking wish.
Motherfucker, bro. You hear this shit, dude?
Dude, I drove it back up onto the fucking trailer. The dude fucking pulled into the driveway right there where I was at. I drove it up
I'm
to
gonna-
the driveway, so I was off the road. Drove it up to there. He pulled into the driveway, flipped down the back end. I drove it right onto the trailer, strapped it on, fucking drove it all the way home. On the back of the trailer. Three
I'm
straps.
going to send
to go.
Justin a
Yeah.
carburetor and tell him to rebuild it for me.
I just hit him up earlier. We got a ride. Some lady up here. She's 100 years old, and her
Yeah.
birthday is the 8th. They're going to do a birthday ride for her.
Oh
So
shit.
she's going to ride from Pinconning over to Albright Shores. It's probably like about a 60-mile ride one way, some shit like that. But she's going to be riding on a motorcycle for her birthday party, this or that, and
Damn.
you get a patch for it, free ride, 100.
That's awesome.
So
Fucking
we're
good on it.
probably calling tomorrow and joining that. But I hit old boy up. He's like, yeah, I think we'll be in town next weekend. He's a truck driver, so he's over the road and whatnot. He's like, yeah, I think I'll be in town. The guy that drove me home brought my
Right.
bike home. So he's like, yeah, I think we'll be in town. So I might be hooking up with him and fucking riding on that.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
man.
dude.
Fucking 100 years old.
Last weekend he had a wedding, but it was like 2.5 hour ride.
Oh
I
shit.
would like to go to him. I'm like, nah. We went on
Yeah.
our
Nah.
trip to the damn lighthouse instead. We're like, no, this is a whole day. We needed time to plan this shit. Ain't gonna be no short trip up and back.
Hell yeah.
This is so crazy. Watch, I'm still getting comments. I'm reading through these comments as we're sitting here doing this. People just arguing over the AMA on my videos and shit, bro. You know, the reality is the AMA fucked us, and then they got fucked themselves. And now what's gonna happen because they took all
AMA
the
had no part until fucking all this remote ID shit come
Yeah.
up. AMA didn't give a fuck.
yeah.
Not
Well, I agree.
one fuck given.
Right. So now
The
here's
only
what,
time and they weren't even able to jump in fully when it first started with the remote ID and whatnot. When the fucking what is it? The drone pilots fucking bullshit
Mhm.
every Wednesday night. What is it? Federation of fucking Anyway, I can't even. I'm not sure
Drone
what it is.
Society.
Yeah, the Drone Society or whatever. That Wednesday night it does Federal Aviation Drone Society. Anyway, it's all the board of all the drone people,
Right.
supposedly that are trying to get in with all in their board. Anyway, when they jumped in and whatnot, nobody else was jumping in. AMA wasn't even able to jump in as an ODO or whatever it was. You know what I mean? So they weren't even fully into the game at that point. They were behind the ball already because they weren't keeping up with the shit to begin with.
It's gonna take somebody getting mugged and fucking killed for them to stop this remote ID.
Look, I see what's happening. They took away FRIA for a reason, and I see what's happening now. The AMA guys want their spot back, right? They
Right.
want their spot back. The FAA just released a notice saying that they are looking for volunteers to report drone activity, and they're going to recruit them.
Hey, we need drone police.
So that's exactly what they're doing. And
We need some drone police. We ain't got the manpower. We need some volunteers. We don't want to pay them. We don't want to pay them.
We don't want to pay you. But here's what we'll do. If you do it for us,
CIDs. We need some snitches.
If you do it for us, we'll give you your FRIA airspace back.
Oh fuck!
Just for your area, though.
Make me a bet. And who wants to make me a bet? That's what's going down right now. That's why they got rid of FRIAs. They're trying to get all those old, grumpy old guys that lost their space that are retired.
I haven't watched flight test in quite a while as far as any of the videos coming out. Have they said anything about this remote ID or anything else?
I haven't been watching.
I mean, they just bought a whole fucking golf course like 2 years ago. And it's like a drone and a RC airplane, and then it's a whole fucking big complex that they got that they're building.
Yep.
That's pretty.
You know what I mean? So where do they weigh in on this? Where are they? I haven't heard shit from them really.
I don't know. I haven't watched.
You know what I mean?
Staying quiet. They're staying quiet. They don't want to take the fucking heat. That's why they're doing that.
Flight test? I'm curious because I mean, flight test was the shit back in the day. I mean, that was Capper's company, right? Chad Capper, Rotor Riot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Chad Capper owned it before it became Flight Test and went to another company. And now Bixler or whatever it is owns it. He bought it from Capper.
They just don't want to hear
Capper's Rotor Riot and the Red Cat and
they're staying behind the curtain. They don't want to take heat for it, Mike. They don't want to take the heat for it.
So Troy says crazy these Chinese bikes rip people off. My uncle got a Japanese bike for $2,200. So that's what happens. They take these, they buy bulk Chinese scooter bulk, right? They get them for like $200-300, brand new in the box. Then they put them together and they sell them to you for $1,500 to $2,000. Brand Chinese scooters, bro.
Sounds like microchips.
Right, they buy them in bulk and then they sell them back in the U.S.
to the public because Chinese, just like Bob Rogie put out way long ago, Chinese companies don't have the copyright infringements and this and that we do. They can start up a company, run it for a little while, sell a few products, bulk on the product, change the name of the fucking company, go on living as a whole new company, and nobody goes after them because their laws don't cover it.
Their whole Chinese scooter scene is all GY6 engines that were stolen from Honda. It's a Honda engine. It's a GY6 Honda Ruckus engine. They're just a remanufactured clone engine of an actual Honda engine. That's all they are. You know? Are you eating Eddie's?
I had a Honda Shadow, so I can't talk bad about it.
It was like the spoon engines Hector put in.
Fuck you, dude. He's got to have 50 grand under the hood, man, or at least 100 grand.
Justin's been waiting hours for something he could really interject on.
He can actually say because you don't understand.
I got one.
It's great that he pulled Fast and the Furious out of that nutsack ruck.
That was all right.
He was like, yeah, Hector's running 3 Honda Civics with Spooner engines, bro. I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
He learned that shit from GTA 5. motherfuckers over there hanging
Justin-
out. Bertha's
Just
fucking.
Justin, we're like, it's all
Oh
about
man, I got
family,
a Spooner engine.
Oh,
family.
Bertha just got a new
Do you?
Skyline, bro, and that thing's badass.
See,
You got a
see,
super fucking engine?
Bertha got a Skyline with a Spooner.
A fucking Skyline.
Oh,
Meanwhile,
dude.
she's spooning with fucking Tina.
I do want to know who's Big Spoon, who's Little Spoon in that relationship, bro.
Oh, you seen Bertha's arms? Come on now.
Come on now, bro. You see these?
I
arms?
fucking froze up. What are y'all talking about?
Mm.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
sure you froze
froze
up
up.
there, Tim.
I did. You can see the fucking ring. Oh, did you
There
bring
are
up,
those who think little of him.
Did you bring fucking Tina up again?
Yeah,
Mhm.
spooning with Tina.
Back.
Yeah, I
Oh.
said Bertha, meanwhile, was spooning with Tina.
Bro, Bertha's got fucking shoulders like that, bro. Just fucking stacked.
Stop it, guys. Stop it. Jesus. Take me to jail.
Oh man, that was fun.
Bend
I kept
over,
on
touch your
saying-
toes. I'll show you where the wild goose goes.
I kept on saying, "How you doing?" to fucking everybody.
How do you twerk over there on the corner?
That's funny,
Good on
dude.
that
Listening
video,
to
bro.
Justin tell Tim how to twerk on GTA 5 was the best thing ever. It was magical. Fucking magical, bro. He's like, and if you do this, a combination of A and B and left and right, watch what she does. Ooh,
Hey,
ooh.
but you know what's fucked up? How many views did he get on that video?
I know.
Because they're all like, how do you do that?
Did you see?
All these 13-year-olds are over there watching Justin's videos going, how do I twerk?
Did you see Tina's photo shoot? Got fucking over 1,200 fucking videos.
Just saying.
What?
Weird.
Very weird.
Good thing he ain't got video of the viewers, or he'd be fucking probably in containment right now. Cleared, be confiscated.
Holy shit.
Fucking hell.
You're under fucking investigation by the FBI. You seem to be
So
running some
irritating when I
child
have a big
pornography
group.
racketeering from
I'm under
GTA
the
5. And
Stick
we're looking into it
with
currently.
I'm having.
As soon as we're done with the
Alright.
Trump and Biden administration, we'll be on to you. Until then, you're no longer a valid member of GTA 5.
It's so irritating when I'm on a bigger road in my moped and I have to stick to 50 when the speed limit's 65 and I have people riding my ass. Man, put some nitrous oxide on that bitch, bruh. That's what I'm about to do. I'm literally
Hook it
gonna
up.
I'm gonna buy $100 shit rag ass scooter that has been dogged out, and I'm gonna order a nitrous kit, and we're gonna do a whole video on applying nitrous to a 50cc GY6. How many times can I spray before she blows?
You know what he could do, man? I'm thinking about this, Dan. If he takes a cap full of fucking gasoline, take it up to about 1,200, and pour it into the fucking car.
Tim, how long do you think a 50cc GY6 4-stroke engine will last on a 75 shot of nitrous?
Fucking.
You think it'll blow? You think it'll blow?
About, yeah.
Melted.
I'm gonna do wet spray. We'll do a whole wet spray.
You're gonna
system.
fucking do it.
Yeah.
You gotta
Oh,
put the
I'll
screw
order a wet
engine mod
spray
on
kit,
there first.
and we'll blast
Yeah.
it. I'll start off easy. We'll put a 25 shot down the throat, and we'll see what it takes. If it handles 25, we'll bump it up to 50, and then 50
I
will
wanna
go to
see that.
75.
I want to see that.
If it takes 75, I'll be blown away, bro, without toasting the engine on the first spray.
All the way.
I wanna
to
see that.
the
Fuck yeah.
mountain.
You should put in the caption.
It is
only
liquid
my
cooled.
engine.
I mean, that does help.
Well, in Florida, it is legal to run nitrous oxide on your vehicles. So most of the race cars here all have NOS spray.
Really?
Justin knows that.
Holy shit. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
there's the
There's
regulations.
no
here
laws
is
against
super
nitrous
lax.
oxide in Florida.
It was in Jersey.
Well, just in general,
Florida's
Car-
probably the lightest emissions of all the
Dude,
states.
Florida,
we don't even have
Florida's
emissions.
hardcore. We don't have
That's
emissions.
what I'm saying.
You could take your pipes off, bro, and run that bitch on the block, and it'll.
Big pipe,
That's what Justin was
Yeah.
saying. Man.
Manifold.
That's what I was saying the other day. I was like, man, you can just straight pipe.
Dude,
that
we gotta have
motherfucker.
catalytic converter and everything up here.
They don't
Yeah,
give a
in
fuck.
Jersey, you had to have a cat and everything. You couldn't
Yeah, it's
run.
emissions, dude. California's the worst.
California
get
it has to have
anything straight pipe unless it was before 74.
California, you
So
can't even have a check engine light coming on your shit, period.
No, so
Yeah.
check this out. If you want to change your catalytic converter in California, you have to buy one that has the state seal on stamped on it. So you can't find
And have it done by a certified shop.
So you're
If
saying you
it's
can't
like-
buy aftermarket and pop it on yourself?
No, if it's like $1,500 in like say it's like $800 in another
It
state
has
to
to
buy
be
one,
certified shop.
it'll be like $1,400 in California because it has to have that seal stamped on it.
Justin
saying
is
it's not
behind.
A lot of people did in Jersey. They used to comb out the catalytic converter. and use
Justin's
it as
lagging.
a re-
I've been
So
lagging
that's
this whole
like-
stream. I don't know what the fuck it is.
It's a new internet.
These drugs are really good, bro.
No, StreamYard was doing that.
Drugs are really good.
StreamYard was doing that a few times 2 or 3 weeks ago too when I had the other
Dude, I
one.
forgot to take those gummies. What the fuck's going on?
All right, so Troy, to help you with your problem of going this speed, believe it or not, if you go to Matt, his name is Matt. He runs Rolling Wrench website. He has a GY6 upgrade package for your scooter where you can change out the rear gears. So by adding 2 or 3 teeth, you can go from 45 miles an hour to 70 miles per hour on a 50cc. Don't kill yourself, bro. I didn't tell you where to do that. I didn't suggest it was a great idea, but he does have a gear kit, and it takes about 20 minutes to change the gears. So if you want to go out and blast past cars, that's how you do it.
So
By taking the governor
the
off.
guy that gave me a ride home, Dan,
Mm-hmm.
he says to me, he says, I've owned a couple of them 650s. He says, if right behind that bulb where you take off the air breather,
Uh-huh.
he says there's a little hole there. He says you take a golf tee, stick it in that fucking hole. He says you get about 24 horsepower more.
Really?
Holy shit.
I wonder what's regulating it.
It's got to be in that air filtration system through. It's all air box from there up.
24
Straight to the
horse. That's
car.
a fucking massive gain, bro.
But he said there's about 24 horsepower you can gain from that shit. Just by sticking a golf tee in that fucking hole. I'm like, I might have to look into that.
I could see maybe 2 horsepower. 25.
I
That's
was
like,
thinking like 4 to 8, maybe at maximum.
that's
or
even
something like
extreme,
that.
bro. Fuck.
Yeah, but I mean, changing your pipes can change that much horsepower.
Well,
know,
yeah,
the-
but you're talking
the
about a big
airflow.
airflow difference now. Huge
Well,
airflow
that's what it
difference.
is. It's got to be an airflow that you're cutting off or whatever, changing. It's all airflow. It's just a big old fucking ring there, and it goes to that fucking box that goes up to the air box. It's just a fucking vent tube that goes up there.
2008 650, right?
Now, if you
650
did that, Mike,
XDF.
would you have to? Mike, if you did that, would you have to change your air mixture?
It's just from that circle. It's an air box. It goes up, and there's a vent tube that goes up, and then clicks into the side of the air box that sits on top of the fucking carburetors. It's all airflow.
You wouldn't have to touch the mixture.
I don't know what's underneath that fucking ring because I've never pulled it off.
I never heard of that.
But he says you pull off that fucking big old circle dome, and there's a fucking little pinhole there. You put a fucking golf tee in that fucker, and you're good to go.
Never heard about
You
it.
up with fucking a whole
used to
bunch of
build-
horsepower.
My uncle built bikes.
It's got to be a breather, air tube, ventilation. Otherwise,
Something-
closing it off would fucking kill it if it wasn't fucking ventilation.
650
Yeah.
common mods for the 2008.
What do I need to do again to fix the vacuum leak? Do you know how to tune your air mixture?
I have had.
Do you know how to
You
tune
spin-
carburetor?
I spin a line of pipes, intake, jazz jack kit, ignition upgrade. Mod I've seen done. I've done by myself. Makes sense. Of
He's- Fucking if your tongue was long enough, you could lick the inside of that cunt.
Just wanted to make sure I got it all. It's expensive, dude.
You can always take a
That's
5-minute
$12 a pint, dude.
12. It's like
12 bucks a
25
pint.
over here, bro. 25.
$12 a pint, US dollar.
That's cheap.
I'll do some research on that, Mike, and get back to you and let you know if that's
Yeah,
valid.
I know. He
valid
mentioned it
thing.
when we were on the ride home or whatever. And I
Yeah,
was like, I ain't never pulled that off or whatever.
yeah, because that's
I know
a
you worked with a couple of them recently, so
huge. Yeah, but that's a like, dude, to get 25 horsepower out of a
650 and 1100 is different too, though.
right.
I want to see how that works. I wanna see
And
how that
year.
works.
Well, I'm
Because they
saying
want
like
fuel
the
injection
average
after a while.
horsepower of like a 650 is between 30 and 50. So
I think
the-
it's 40 horses. What it's
Yeah.
fucking yeah.
right. I mean, that would make sense to the displacement on it, and that's revving it out full tack. So I would be so curious how
I
we're
do
getting
know my
to-
speedometer's off.
They're all off, dude. I
According
don't
to
think any of them are
GPS,
right.
I'm about
Yeah.
5 mile per hour.
Yeah.
off.
That's like all scooters and motorcycles are like that. They're
Yeah,
always like 3 to
especially
5
with the
off.
spring fucking.
Same over here. Same over here.
Yeah, unless it's
Cars,
digital,
they're
bro.
all-
Digital seems to do all right.
I
Yeah, I
stick
did.
with the
My
GPS.
the digital's telling me I'm off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the GPS on my phone's like, oh, dude. Because we were taking that trip this weekend. I'm like pushing it on. I'm like
Oh man.
60,
Troy's
65. I'm like, it's saying I'm like 60.
Yeah. Hold on
Oh,
one
that's-
sec. Troy's doing a lot of talking here. Give me 1 sec. I want to address it.
Yeah.
Will it be harder on the motor to go that fast? Actually, the answer to that is no, because you're gearing it correctly for what you want to do. All right. So what'll end up happening is you'll gain a higher top end and a much slower low end build to speed because you're changing a top gear to a low gear instead of a low gear to a top gear. So by adding teeth, you're actually going to get a slower takeoff but a higher top end. So you're going to get the same rev limiter that you had because the belt can
Better
only travel.
mileage.
Right. The belt can only travel to the top of the variator and it can't go any higher. That's how a CVT drive transmission works. Once the CVT reaches the top, the engine can't go anymore. So what you need to do is change the gears. The bigger the gear, front versus rear, will cause more speed on top end, less on low end.
Example, I'm on a 650 with a shaft drive.
Right. So if
I get to a certain point, she wants to struggle to get up
Right.
there now.
So-
because
So
she's
if Mike
limited.
took the rear apart on that one drive gear on the rear and added a few more teeth and made it just a little bigger,
right?
Mike would go just a lot
And
faster.
and he can adjust his throttle too.
So it's not Troy. It's not a link. You need to go to Matt from Rolling Wrench, look up the model number of your scooter engine, and then go find the kit that goes to your scooter engine. I can't give you a link for whatever engine you have because I'd be guessing. It'd be a shot in the dark, bro. So you need to go to the left side of your bike where your kickstand is. Go down on the bottom of the engine. There'll be a little plaque right there with engraved numbers on it. It'll be like 139 QMB or 157 QMJ, right? Write those numbers down exactly how they are on there. Go inside, go to rollingwrench.com and see if you can find the gear kit
Shouldn't
for your
be.
bike.
It shouldn't be that hard.
Check what we was watching over there. It was like, holy shit.
Blow the rod and piston.
Yeah,
No, like I said,
commercials.
the thing that you will have to stress is not blowing a rod and piston. Going that fast, now you're pushing your bearings well beyond what they were ever designed for. So your wheel bearings were only designed for certain speeds. So if you start experiencing weird shudders in your tires and stuff, then it's probably time to upgrade to high-speed bearings.
right,
So yeah, I wouldn't
or
be so
replace
worried
the
about
ones you got. Depending on the mileage.
yeah, because they were
It's
only
like a-
designed to go
If they've been sitting, they could be just rotted right the hell out and rusted out and worn and no grease and yeah.
What do I need again to fix the vacuum leak? So to test for your vacuum leak, you need a can of brake fluid, like not brake fluid, brake cleaner.
Carb cleaner.
Well, you can do carb cleaner. I prefer brake fluid or a brake cleaner just because it's not as potent. It doesn't have the higher explode capability. So if you accidentally do catch spark, it won't like blow the fuck up in your face.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty
Carb
close.
cleaner. Carb cleaner is what Dan had me use.
Yeah. Well,
he was
yeah,
looking for
carb cleaner.
fucking action. You know what I'm
We-
saying?
we didn't-
He's
we
like,
didn't
yeah,
have-
let's make it far up, dude.
because we were gonna clean carbs essentially. That was the thing. We were like gonna use it to clean carbs.
What's funny is it's just like when
Yeah,
somebody
carb.
upgrades your engine in their car, you gotta change the transmission.
So, it's because we're
Beer.
looking to take the carbs off and this and
Right.
that, and he was like, "Carb cleaner, it'll be multi-purpose. We can use it for lots of things."
Yes. Exactly.
It was handy, and that's what we used.
Exactly. Why spend more money than you have to do a job that one can do?
Just fucking with
Blow
it.
it out the right way, I guess.
Well, I would say too, if you're a huge car guy, Florida is definitely a place to move to.
I want to move
California
to
or Florida.
because if I can fucking,
Well, no, I'm saying
Right.
I wouldn't live in California if I was a hardcore
I
car
would-
guy.
I would
would.
move to
They
Florida.
got
if
too many
I could run-
regulations.
If I could run a 440 Hemi with open pipe in Florida, I'm moving there.
Is it simple to install the kit? Yeah. Yep. Very.
I did 2 last week. You're good.
Yeah,
Fucking
Justin
what
never
are you
touched-
talking about?
Justin's never touched a scooter in his life.
He actually
Yeah.
has one. He's trying to give me his scooter.
I don't want the
Uh,
damn thing.
You still don't even know how to work on
Like
it.
I said, he's
Hey,
never touched
Justin.
it.
Justin,
He's never
perfect.
touched it. That's why he's trying to give it to you. He's like, I don't want to touch it.
Perfect. Perfect, Justin.
Tearing
Find the
apart.
key. Find the key. This is the scooter we're gonna blow up with nitrous oxide.
I got
There you
I
go.
got both sets of keys in my drawer over there.
Fucking
Okay.
Cletus McFarlane, that shit, dude.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Asian fucking truck, fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Strip all the plastics, take the exhaust off of it, put a big ass carburetor for no reason, add some nitrous oxide, bro.
Oh yeah.
That could be your new intro. You could be in your front. You
Hit the NOS, watch the blue flames roll out the pipe.
You should do side
Yeah.
stacks, upright side stacks.
Put
Just
some
put some big diesel stacks
Shouldn't
on it for
keep
no
on
reason. bro.
Fuck yeah!
Put some 8 fingers on it.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck
That's what I
yeah.
should do. I should take yours and just put some big ass ape hangers on that scooter, bro.
Upright diesel fucking
Bunch of the bullshit.
right
hash
from the
we got.
fucking head. There you go. You got some left.
It's just bullshit hash, dude. There's so much fucking leaf in that. It tastes like fucking weed.
All right, so Justin, when can I pick this scooter up? Are you gonna bring it to me? You know you're gonna bring it to me. Come on, man. You want to bring it to me?
I ain't
If
got
you
no
want
way
the
to
good
get it.
stuff, if you want the good stuff, Tim, we got that too, though.
What,
that.
what was that, Justin?
Look at that shit.
I don't have no way of getting it to you, but you can come get it out of my front yard.
That's
Come on.
fucking straight
Okay.
up fucking.
It's in your front yard, just collecting rain.
Fucking. Oh,
Dude,
drop
It's
the
in-
shit on the desk.
Where's it parked at?
Right in front of my garage.
Is it getting rained on?
A little bit. I mean, it hasn't rained here much.
Pecker. Leaving my scooter out in the rain, bro. What's wrong with you?
Put some plastic on that cunt.
Nah, for real. I'll seriously, man. I'll come get it just so we can do some crazy shit to it. It's a scooter we won't care about that we will absolutely destroy, bro, on the channel.
Yeah, you can come get it. I'll give you my address. I'll message
Yeah,
you
send
my
me your
address.
address again.
And you can come by any time and just grab it out of the yard.
All right.
I don't
Well,
know.
make sure
Let
the key.
me-
Where are you gonna hide the keys?
Well, just let me know when you're coming. If I'm here,
that's
if
true.
not, I'll.
You let me know when you.
If not, I'll leave it out there. Ain't nobody
Ain't no
messing with
fun
it
in
anyway.
that shit.
Hey, make sure there's air in the tires. Before I want to bring my
Fucking
generator.
full tank
I
of
wanna bring
gas
my
too,
compressor.
ho.
Yeah,
Full tank of gas, man.
yeah, motherfucker. Might have
Keep
to
her
ride it
fueled
home.
up, baby.
My
We
truck
ain't
breaks
looking
down, I might
for
have to
a
pull my
little
truck
while.
home
We're
with it.
going all out.
Dude, there's no way. There's no way. in Fuck that thing's gonna run, dude. How long's it been
Shit,
sitting, Justin?
I got nothing but time on my hands, Timmy. We going down,
no.
baby. Woo! Let's
Maybe
go.
a year and a half.
Too. That's all he has time on this
So,
fucking.
so it hasn't run in a year and a half.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, that tank is gonna be fucked.
Damn, if I came down there.
It don't even matter because I'm just gonna stick a milk
Just
jug on
been
it for a gas
fucking-
tank, bro.
The moisture just been fucking building up in the top of that shit fucking the whole time. Fucking
Yeah,
so-
yeah. Fuck that gas tank. I'm just gonna disconnect it and not care.
Disconnect it, drain the tank, fucking put fresh in, clean the
Nah,
line
hell
out,
no. That tank's
Clean
gonna
the
be
line
rusted.
out.
Rusted.
You gotta run it from
Dude,
a 2
we are
liter bottle.
going non-OSHA approved as much as possible on this shit, dude. I'm using a laundry detergent bottle for a gas tank. I'm fucking,
Oh, yeah.
I'm fucking zero fucks. I'm building my own battery. Fuck it. We're gonna make
Gatorade
it.
bottle for the oil cooler.
I want to see that fucking thing.
Dude, I might even try to make it run on nitro fuel, bro. I might just go to my RC hobby shop, see if I can get some nitro and run the engine on nitro.
Yeah, I actually found
Oh.
those sets of keys the other day.
I'll
so-
do 10% fuel and 90% nitro and see if it can take it.
Start out with 20. Fuck that. Start out with 20.
Look at poor Troy sitting over here listening to me want to destroy this fucking scooter. He can't even get it
Yeah,
to run, man. Sorry, Troy. We're gonna make some epic videos with Justin's old banger ass scooter, bro. This is gonna be the fucking the clapped out.
I don't
Dude, you
know
gotta
why my cousin.
Spray paint your
Now I-
name on it before I pick it up.
Now I know why my cousin lives in.
Oh, even better, Justin.
he-
Take your mold of your dick. Go out there and spray paint the mold dick right on the side of it, bro.
Oh, shit.
What does Mike say? Fuck around.
Ruffles, I hear you. Gentlemen, I got to wrap this up, man.
All right, man. Cheers for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm
She
gonna go
just
to
got
bed
home
anyway.
and I
It's
want to talk to
12:30.
her. So
I
this
got
has been fun, Justin. I will come get that scooter. I'll let you know before I stop by to pick up the new banger fucking clapped out.
Him,
scooter.
All right.
yeah,
just let me know.
yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
I'm already driving for y'all.
Hi, Ruffles. What are you doing? Hi. Hi.
Touch me, y'all. Him,
That's
That's what I'm saying. Let's burn it down.
Alrighty, boys, I'm out. Everybody in chats and comments.
Yeah,
Dr.
man.
Quads, you're a bitch. You didn't show up. Fuck you.
Dr. Quad, you're a bitch. All fucking 8 of your viewers suck your dick.
You fucking went there, bro.
Oh, shit. You fucking, he sat there all night long, fucking eating his fucking chopstick fucking food, talking bullshit on everybody.
Everybody, bro.
Everybody, the whole fucking night long. I
Yep.
clicked in several times. All he was doing was talking bullshit.
ASMR bullshit, dude.
Petrol fucking.
He was just
Yeah.
talking to hear himself talk.
Oh,
I didn't
That's
even
what it
see
was.
it. I didn't even see it. So
Dude, he never got more than fucking 12 viewers all night at one time. Never made more than 12.
what a cockhead.
Oh,
Dude, I watch
God.
fucking IRL chats. I got 3 screens going. I'm watching people from all over the country fucking going around the world right now, fucking like on RV travels and all kinds. Dude,
Yeah, I watch a lot of them. I watch a lot of
IP2 and
sailing.
fucking IRL. Hashtag IP2 or hashtag IRL. See
IRL.
what you find on fucking YouTube. That's
All
just
right.
YouTube. You want to go crazy? Hit IRL and go fucking kick. The dude
All
you
right.
talk, Justin, you'll fucking Justin. We'll never see him again. Don't go over there. The dude kick IRL. That search will fucking send Justin on a fucking loop. All these fucking dude. There's like OnlyFans all day long.
Oh,
Justin,
shit.
next time we see
Dude,
Justin,
it's like my free cams bullshit. Fucking
Yeah.
chicks all waxed up with baby oil.
bro, next
Holy
time we see
fuck,
Justin,
dude.
he'll have one predominantly larger arm than the other one.
Yeah.
Just like one arm will
It's
just be
fucking
jacked,
crazy,
bro.
Kick is a whole new world. I'm like, oh my god, really?
Justin will be like, I
Going on
found the
the whole
internet.
time?
I found the
No
internet.
fucking like regulation. What? I'm like, holy hell, dude. I didn't sign in. I'm as a guest. I'm not signed in as 15, 18, 21, nothing. I didn't put nothing to that shit. And I'm seeing this shit fucking girls twerking on. Dude, it's crazy what you'll find in
Yeah,
Kick.
Justin's typing all of it down right now. He's
Yeah,
on there.
he's
Look at
over
him.
there like,
Look at him.
what?
He's looking
What?
at it right now.
You said
Look at Reddit's
hashtag
face
kick.
and like, holy shit, she can do that?
Sarah's gonna come in right now while he's doing it too. She's
Yeah,
like, honey,
Kick,
I'm going to what the fuck?"
IRL.
I
At the
thought
top,
you
they've
what?
got those banners. There's one that says
Look at him. See his
IRL.
face?
Go to that. Go to pools and spas, Justin. You'll be set for fucking days, bro.
Dude, I'm gonna have to fucking check this
I'm
out.
out of here, dude.
I'm gonna have to check this
I'm
out.
out of here. Fuck.
I'm out too, man.
All
Y'all
right,
be
Mike,
easy.
take care. See y'all,
Tim.
bro. See you.
Catch you boys on the flip. Everybody that stuck around for Dr. Quads, who came in here not really and acted like he was gonna do a stream, but then didn't really, shows that he was clout chasing the whole time. Clout chasing all the big YouTubers to try to get recognized. We invited Dr. Quads in. He didn't come. It's super sad. I'm really sad. I'm sad about it. He should have showed. It is what it is. Shows his character. Shows who he is. Shows the type of person he is. Clout chasing. Just wants to be recognized by the community, and we don't give a fuck about Dr. Quads. We don't care. Dr. Quads is a bitch. He knows it. He knows he's a bitch. And on that note, I'm out. Ladies and gentlemen, I will catch you on the flip. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, do all that wonderful stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one. Toodles.